Okay guys, if you want to see how I got this look, just stay with me till the end of this video. And let me tell you what, I did this alone. Don't ask me how I did it, but I did it and I know it was hard. It was hard. But I tell you something, it is worth it because at the end of it, I am just feeling myself. I am just feeling myself. I know you guys are curious, like, how did I get here? How did I get to do my hair myself for the first time ever? After I had, boasted that I'd never do my hair alone. How did I get here? In fact, you know what? I retrieved my statement that I'll never have the ability to do it. I retrieved that statement, but for further information, just stay with me to the end of the video and let's just get into it. Starting off strong, I started prepping my extension. This is one bundle of extension that I'm using, and I cut that into 6 equal halves, and I was just plugging that out and just prepping them. Normal thing. I don't know if this is how you guys prep your extension, but this is how I prep mine. I just plug that out, brush it real well, apply some oil in that to give it a very smooth outcome, and I'm using a brush. So I went ahead to unravel my hair from the Brazilian wool. This is how I straighten out my hair or give it a blow dry look. Not a blow dry now, a blowout look. So I ravel it with a Brazilian wool after washing my hair, and then the next day it's given blowout, right? Just exactly like that. And then I went ahead to separate my hair before combing it out, just to be careful. I am trying to grow out my hair. I'm trying to have a full hair, healthy hair, and I'm trying at the same time to avoid heat. That's why I use the Brazilian wool to straighten it out instead of blow drying it with heat, if that makes sense. So now that I've separated the hair properly, I'm going to use my brush that out, use this hair butter that I made. Link is right in the description box. Go ahead and watch and see how I achieved that hair butter with shea butter, if that makes sense. So I went ahead to feed my hair with that and just massage it into my hair and let that get into my scalp as well. This took me about 5 minutes to intensively massage the butter into my hair. After that, I went ahead to part my hair in 2 halves, the back and the front. This took a minute to achieve a straight line, but thank God I had my mom right at home to help me straighten out that line. If not, I don't know what I would have done. So the significant lines in this braid, I had my mom help me straighten it out. For example, the line that the patterns that divided the hair into half, she helped me straighten that out, and also my center pattern. That were the 2 significant patterns I needed my mom to do for me. I wanted them to be neat. Not mind my calm look in this video. I was definitely spiraling. Reality hit and I was beginning to question my ability of braiding my own hair, because it was something I've never done. So I went ahead and I started parting out the first line of my hair. That's where reality check, I knew that I was all in for this and there was no way out. So I started parting that blindly, although I was using this, is it 150 or 100 or 360 degree whatever mirror, it was there, but I did not make good use of it. So I was blindly parting this first line of my braids, to be honest. So I did a good job, to be honest, because I went with my feeling and then I started braiding, and my heart was beating so fast, like, can I do this? I was really surprised of how clean my techniques were. Although I was braiding myself, the way I was just twisting my arm and my finger and just taking the hair very smoothly and adding that in. It's not easy to do knotless braids alone. I just noticed that because I was constantly picking the hair and trying as much as possible to stay consistent in the hair that I was picking and adding up. It was not easy. Hey, I screamed Jesus, I screamed God, and I screamed the Holy Ghost. And they were with me because they were the only one telling me how to twist my hand and what to do at a particular time. I was even speaking in tongue at some point because, yo, how do you brothers do this? Is it that you guys are in a cult? Okay, I have made up my mind to join that cult with you people because this hair has to be done and it has to be done by me. So I went ahead to braid and braid and braid, and gradually I began to figure out how to twist and turn my arms for the best results. So right now I was done with the first braid and I was super proud of myself, and this is how it came out. Oh, it was giving. I was so excited. So I went ahead and I started with the second one and then the third one, and then until I got to the last line of the back part of my hair. So at this point, I began giving God all the glory because He was giving safe journey and I was reaching my destination. So the first half of the hair took me about 4 hours to complete. The breaks that I took in between are also included. So I had to make dinner in between, and that was all included with the 4 hours of braiding. I was almost done with the back of my hair and I needed to finish ASAP because it was 10 p.m. and I needed to do my homework. So I had homework from school. I had like those 12 pages of research work that I needed to read, and I had a bunch of questions to read. And one thing that I hate research work is that it's always very difficult to comprehend in the first read. So sometimes I do even need to read it 3 times in order to comprehend it, whatever you're saying, because they'll be using weird words and their hypothesis is always like screaming for help. But thank God this research work that I got as an assignment was an easy one. I could, immediately comprehend what has been talked about, and it was just so easy. But nevertheless, I had to sleep at 1 a.m. So I was just wrapping up this hair, and you know what, I was just done with the back and I put them in the rollers because I wanted to redefine the curls of the leave out. So I didn't like the original curls that the extension came with, so I put them in these rollers to give it another curl pattern, if that makes sense. So I went ahead to put the front half of my hair in the Brazilian wool again because I don't want my hair to return back to its original state and then suffering tomorrow to comb it out again. So I just put them in the Brazilian wool again, and then I'm going to pack that real well so that the whole hair could fit into my bonnet and I could have a good night's sleep. Look at my eyes, they were so tired. And the night was still young because I still had to stay awake for extra 3 hours for the research work that I told you guys about. I thought I was going crazy. My receptive capability was at 5%. It was that low, but I still needed to read that research work tonight. So the next day came around. We had enough time as a group to continue working on the research work. To be honest, I would have gone to bed on time and still make it, but I wasn't going to risk it because I didn't know how difficult and how comprehensible the research work was going to be. So I decided to risk it and do it the night before. So I did most of the work the night before. So the next day I just had to, had a brief discussion with my group, and then we made a PowerPoint presentation on the research work, and then we got to present. So what I did was to voluntarily raise my hands when the lecturer asked which group wanted to go first with the presentation. I did this just because I needed to put off my camera afterwards and continue with the second half of my hair, which is the front part of it. So that was just a smart move on my side. Thank God putting on the camera was not compulsory. So now I divided my hair into 2 halves, the front part of it, and I needed to get the center part in right, but I could not. It was so difficult. Why is it always difficult? Anyway, my mom was home and she helped me to straighten that out, and then I went ahead to start with the front part of it, And the first braid was really stressing me out. I couldn't figure out how I wanted to turn my hand and braid the hair, but I gave it a second try and it worked out, and it was quite easy afterwards. So I braided the first part of the first braid, and I was really satisfied with how it came out. It was not too tight. Please, your braids should not be tight, whether you do it alone or someone is doing, or you have a braider braiding your hair. Once you're beginning to feel a tight scalp, make sure you say something. Your braids are protective style, they are not weapon that fashion against you. Please, whenever it's too tight, say something. Say something. Sometimes when I braid people's hair, I do ask them, is it tight? Because I don't want to damage your hair, and I don't want my hair to be damaged. Like I told you guys, I'm in a journey to growing out my natural hair more than this, so the braids are not to be tight. So before I could say Jack Robinson, I was almost done with the first half. I was almost done with the first half of this hair. So I was very happy. The first half of the hair took me an hour and a half to complete, and parallel I was listening to other presentation via the online or the homeschooling, and 50% of my concentration was on that and 50 was not, to be honest. But then we got handouts from other group and I got to revise and go through them again. So this is me. I already put my hair in hot water, and it was just too risky to film that part because I know I was going to get distracted with the camera filming and putting my hair into the hot water. It was something I was not just willing to risk. So I did the hot water routine off camera. So I'm unraveling the hair from the rollers right now, and it was giving. I was so in love and I was so satisfied with what I did here. Look at the outcome. And it was time to sing that victory song. This last one was kind of stressing me out, but anywho, this is the final result. Ah, it's giving demure and cutesy. Hey!
A sinner, but I'm a saint, 'cause I'm a winner when I'm covered in grace. Winter, spring, and fall, it's on you I call. You get me through it all. The only one who knows how many times I couldn't get my mind right. Oh, drowning in my tears at night, haunted by the limelight. Ooh.
So guys, that is it for this video. I am tired because this took me, I wouldn't say 2 days, it took me about roughly 7 hours. I am positively surprised, and you know what, I am not staying here. I will be doing a lot of hairstyle by myself. It's going to be a journey, having to do my own hair, right? And all the oils that I applied in it was self-made. I made them myself as well. The video is right here or right there, I don't know. Just click on it and get to watch it, because I am also on a journey of growing my own hair to shoulder length. Let's just start there. I don't want to get into details about how I'm gonna grow my hair. It's just a journey and I'm super excited. You guys will come with me. But yeah, that's just it for this video. You guys should let me know, because I was thinking of getting this hair shorter. I know, because I'm into short hair these days. I'm just going to wear this hair for 1 month, so I'm gonna chop it up, like, make it to be shorter than this, and have a bob effect. So I don't know if you guys want to see that. Just let me know, and also how the curls are holding up after 3 weeks. If you guys want to see that, let me know in the comment section. And yeah, that's just it for this video. I'm super hyped. My mom is so proud of me. She's like, girl, you did it. And I called my dad immediately because he traveled as well. I'm like, what do you think? He's like, you look like a princess. My sister as well, I call her, she's like, you look absolutely stunning, and I am so proud of myself. And of course I did insert a clip of the extensions that I used. You guys should show me some love and let me know. Of course I do want recommendation as well to what hair I should try out. I'm definitely going all in for you guys to try out new stuff, so just let me know, and your wish is going to be my comment. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.